Welcome to the Starlight Room.
I feel like I should be walking to the room with everybody.
Broke up, man. What'd you say?
Where's Bruce Campbell when you need him? I mean, that was. What's that thing called? Where does he work again?
Who?
Smart Club. For Evil Dead. Bruce Campbell. If it's not,
you don't know where he works? That's smart.
That's smart.
This ain't get kicked off the show right there.
I can't remember something.
God dang normie.
Welcome to the Three Grey Nerds. Here we go again. Sunday, 8 p.m. Same old, same old. Joining in the fun. Yeah. Kind of makes you want to be in a smoky room.
This is the kind of place you walk in and they're serving Italian food and the guy's playing drums with the weird. You ever seen it? It's not like a regular drumstick. It has that like flare on the end.
Yeah. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Nice.
It's Friday.
Let's go. Welcome. Welcome to Three Grey Nerds. Hit the like, subscribe button, comment, share with everyone.
Go to our Twitter account.
Go to our Twitter account, which actually did have the YouTube posted on it. Someone was telling me it wasn't, but it is. I double checked.
And Twitch.
Check Twitch.
Yeah, we're in Twitch. We're on Facebook now.
YouTube.
Yeah.
We're everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna find some other places to stream.
Yeah, we're gonna stream everywhere, man. Yes. Enjoying the day, man. Wonderful day. Let's do our openings. So how has your day been so far? Or how has the week been since we last talked to you?
It's been good.
All right.
It was a nice week. Like, I
All
don't know
right.
what we do. I didn't do much this week. Just kind of chilled. Nothing too exciting. And we watched the shows we're going to talk about today. You know, the third episode, Obi-Wan Kenobi, The Boys. It started with 3 episodes.
Yep.
What else came up? I'm doing Stranger Things right now, so we'll hit that up next week because I know everybody's trying to catch up, and I think that might actually save Netflix a little.
A little, really?
It's actually pretty good, But we'll talk about that next week.
All right.
We're spending $90 million on every episode, so yeah.
90 million?
90 million?
I don't know what they're spending a lot of money on it though.
Yeah, then they're gonna blame the subscribers if it doesn't do well.
What are they
Y'all not watching.
What are they gonna blame us? They blame us for everything else.
Y'all not watching. You need to watch more. It's your fault.
No, it's be like, you stupid old white dudes.
Y'all
At
not
least
watching.
they're not calling us racist, so I mean that's a positive.
Yeah. Maybe Netflix is learning.
I don't know. We'll see.
And they canceled. Netflix did cancel a bunch of woke ass crap too. Because they're learning.
And they still have Ricky Gervais on there. They still have David Chappelle. So yeah, they're definitely not listening. They're like, yeah, if you want to be woke, you can, play.
You can't get rid of Dave Chappelle.
No,
they didn't like
or Ricky Gervais. Like, tell me how it is, dude.
You can't.
I've seen too much of that now. I watched his this morning. I got up this morning. There was a bunch of videos about Karens at comedy clubs going up and like harassing the comedian. I'm like, look, you were if you were going in and you're going to get offended, a comedy club it's not where you want to go.
No. I've seen people in comedy clubs, and the last thing you want to do is argue with a comedian because he has a microphone and you ain't.
And they ain't their first rodeo because they will tear you right down. Like one of them, this lady actually like came on stage and hit him. I think Will Smith started something.
Oh no! I hope not.
Who's that comedian? Anthony Zagel. He was on Netflix too. He pissed off New Zealand because he did the show with, the Happy Shark song.
Oh, Baby Shark.
It wasn't Baby Shark. He was actually celebrating that a shark ate someone.
Okay. Okay.
Anthony, I can't remember his last name right now. He is definitely, he'll offend, but he's like, well, everyone else says, our prayers go out, so I just figure I'll just say whatever. I think he's awesome. Well, I mean, part of healing is being able to laugh too, but Shark Attack, apparently New Zealand, he's banned from New Zealand now, but I don't know. But it's pretty.
He's banned from the country?
Yeah, they don't like him very much.
Wow.
Because
can you be banned from the country? I mean,
you can.
They got a picture of you when you come through customs. Be like, oh no, you got to get back on the plane.
I have a friend who was actually banned from Japan. It was impressive.
Wow.
I wasn't even mad. I was like, nice.
I mean, exactly. I'm like, bravo, because I don't know how you could do it. You're like, oh, you can't come here. No, you got to get back on the plane. Go back.
when we were in Japan, we went to we pulled into Sasebo, and then a bunch of us went to Nagasaki for a tour.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty impressive. Like they have the Peace Park where a bunch of countries built statues represent peace, right? And then you go into the museum and you actually see before and after pictures. They actually had a wall with the reverse silhouette of a tree. So that's got me thinking, if I know the shit's coming, if I know the bomb's coming, I'm gonna stand next to a wall and do something crazy. So when everybody digs it up years later, I'll be like, boom, gotcha. The archaeologist gonna get it up. He's like, "What is this? Oh, he got me. A million years later, he got me."
Why is his what is his thumb doing?
What's he? Oh,
yeah, they were trying to figure it out.
The best thing was it was pretty humbling to be in there. You learn about the history, but when you actually see the results.
Yeah.
And we had a torpedo-man on the boat who was just a little short Italian guy. He looks like Luigi too. He was on the other side of the museum. Nobody's talking because we were all like, "Oh, dang!" And I hear him go, "Holy shit! We really fucked these guys up!"
Oh God!
I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Hey, dude."
Yeah, you can be like, "Dude, okay, we got it. We got to calm it down."
We talk about this on the boat, man.
Yeah, take it down.
Just show some respect. It's like when I living in Hawaii, we'd go down to Arizona to show some respect, and it's quiet because the surviving, there's still bodies down there, and then the guys that survived and passed away, they get the divers and they put their ashes down there. But it always bothered me.
Sorry,
if somebody's taking a selfie, they're like,
yeah,
I'm like, this ain't that kind of place, dude.
Yeah,
go buy the postcard out front.
Yeah, that's like the Vietnam War Memorial Wall. You don't take selfies there, man. You don't. Mm-hmm. No, that's you. You go and just.
But if you want someone to make jokes, Anthony Jeselnik will do the jokes.
Okay.
Oh, he's hardcore.
Yeah, that's who I was watching because he does a shark thing and he pissed off New Zealand, so he was getting death threats from New Zealand.
The entire country of New Zealand.
That's okay.
Why send so many death threats? It's it doesn't make any sense. Look, there's things out there I don't like. There's comedians I think are freaking trash, but I'm not going to go on my computer and log in and say you should die of throat cancer. No, why? No. You just let it go. Find something else that you like.
All right. With that note, let's get serious for just 5 to 10 minutes, real quick. Real quick. All right. We're going to get serious. All right. Because I'm going to go ahead and address it. We know that the stories of Obi-Wan Kenobi and the issues that's going on with the statement that they made, they came online and they made a comment. It was basically, if I forget how it's worded, I'm not even going to get into the wording.
I got it right here.
Well,
Yes.
they tweeted it out at 1 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Which
Go ahead.
is sort of weird.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is the Facebook screenshot that I took. This is before the show started, right? It says there are over 2 million sentient species in the Star Wars galaxy. Don't choose to be a racist. And then the rest of it's fine. We are proud to welcome Moses Ingram to the Star Wars family. Excited for Reva's story to unfold. If anyone intends to make her feel in any way unwelcome, we have one thing to tell you: we resist. Hashtag.
Okay. Now, I do agree that she should not feel unwelcome. It should never be personal about her work. Whatever she does, that's work and personal are two totally different things. I know that she made a comment that she did receive some threats or some comments, and she showed 3 of them. I don't want to see all of them because I don't want to have to even deal with that. But my thing is, it should never get to that point. It should not. I mean, it's work, and that is the job that she did. If you don't like the job that she did, okay, you can say, like we're going to say, I don't like how this was done. That has nothing personal about her itself, about her race, her gender or anything like that. And that is where it should never cross that line. I just think, yeah, there are knuckleheads out there. Can you mute them? I could say, yeah, you do everything you can not to deal with it, but it does suck when somebody is saying something personal about you and you see multiple times that comes up. So I would hate for that to be put on her in any way, shape, or form. But with that being said, if her work in that character that she does is subpar, or the writing or anything like that, that has nothing to do with that. Mm-hmm. You should be able to comment on the work, the character, how they, how it was directed, how it was written, stuff like that. That's all I'm leaving it at, and that's the last time I'm going to say about it. I'm never going to say anything else about it because honestly, I didn't like how that character was done. But okay, let's move on.
Well, my thing is it's not. First of all, if you start something, I think they're getting free publicity off this. Number one, right? Yeah. I think that's part of the marketing thing, right? So you say it, right? She comes out with their Instagram speech, with showing the 3 of them, and only one of them had the N-word in it, and it was from a black dude, right? And the rest of them were like, "You suck." Like, people are gonna say it. Like, you just can't give somebody power. If somebody's coming in and tells you suck, as soon as you give them power, you lose. Whatever, you stay away from that, right? Toxic people need to just go away, right? So she says it. Then Ewan McGregor comes out with his "I'm driving in my car" video, just getting out of Taco Bell drive-thru, I guess. And now Star Trek, from Star Trek series came out. But every time they do it, they hashtag Disney, they hashtag Star Wars, they hashtag Disney Plus, right? Millions of people are going to see this, and it's free advertisement, right? And it turns people off. If you were just getting into Star Wars now, right, and you see that I think that turns you off, and it's definitely dividing the fans, because I'll see, you go on the page and people are saying exactly what they're saying, like, who's saying this racist stuff? Don't listen to it. Yeah. Like, if you're going to call people out, like if people are actually being a bunch of racist assholes, share their goddamn name, right? I'm all about shaming. Like, you're an asshole. Everybody
put them out there,
right? But you're coming out with just 3, and the show hasn't even started yet. And to my point is, she ain't the first black woman to be on Star Wars. She ain't the first black person to be on Star Wars. Did they do this when Carl Weathers was in The Mandalorian? Did they do this with the Ahsoka series? Right? No, they didn't, because they know that's going to be a good series. They know Mandalorian's going to be a good series, and I think they're just starting to fight. And of course, and then my other side of the thing is, if you say something, and the internet is like submariners. If you tell somebody on a submarine that you don't like something, they're going to do it.
They're going to find ways to do more of it.
If you go on the internet and acting all soft, come out like a strong woman, like whatever. She shouldn't even say anything. Mm-hmm. Disney started it, and then now you're going to have 14-year-old teenagers who's going to be spicy online and it's going to say shit. 99.9% of the fans do not see this as a black-white thing. They see it as the show sucks. But then you're going to get that very tiny minority of idiots online who will say something. And then they come directly at Star Wars fans, which pisses me off.
Yeah,
right?
That's the thing I didn't like. I didn't like the aspect of making it where we're all part of this group because of a couple, because of a handful of knuckleheads or whatever number it is. I mean, I agree. Address it. And then after that, move on.
You know how hard
it's not. You have to.
It is. I hit that backspace button a lot because I'll go on and just get a feel of what the general public sees, and then you always get this one, and that's just a plain old. I just got into Star Wars, or I'm just commenting, and it's like, oh, here comes the 45, 50-year-old pasty white guys. Well, let me tell you something for people who say that shit. Us three here, plus everybody else that was there in 1977 saw that movie. We are the people that kept Star Wars alive, right? We bought the books, we bought the comics, we bought the toys, right? We're the reason there was a prequel, and we kept it alive. And then for Disney to buy it and then come back out and tell me that they're not going to go with any of the books, any of the comics, all that stuff is not canon anymore, and they come out and say shit like this, fuck you, Disney.
Well, it's to me, it's odd that every time, like they did this with David Chappelle too, because they said his the last show he did was transphobic, and I watched it and like, it's not transphobic. Like, you're not watching this. Like, you're not like seeing what's on the screen. You're just, one person says it, and then there's like a tidal wave about, hey, you're racist, you're transphobic, you're homophobic, whatever. And it's just like, well, the more you use like racist used to be like a bad word, but people use it so much that it's losing its meaning now. Like, I'm sure there's every fan base has toxic fans in it. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter, Star Wars, Marvel, DC.
But a little, they're tiny. They're nothing.
But they're 1% of they're 1% of the group. And I mean, the thing with this show is it's bad, and so they're trying to blame it. I mean, they've been like, for the past 3 weeks before it came out, they were trying to like hedge their bets, and of course they're going to say, well, it sucks because people are racist, and it's just like, that's not a good enough answer. Like, you have to take a good hard look in the mirror and look at yourselves, the producers, the writers, the actors, and you have to say, well, what did we do wrong? We shouldn't be pissing off our fan base. Like the prequels, I remember taking my nephews. I got my nephews into it. I think I took like the newest batch of my nephews to the new Force Awakens and the Disney trilogy, and just going, trying to like keep the feelings down low. But it's
that's what these are for.
Tums.
Yeah, I needed to get massive amounts of Tums for that. But I mean, like you said, like, we're the ones that have like continued it. Like, we bring new fans into it, like our families, our nephews, nieces, daughters, sons, friends, like daughters, and like to hear this, like, I'm sure they're going, I'm not racist. Like, why the hell are they saying this? Like, so it's just, so 1% is causing shit for 99%. So that's awesome.
And they look like fucking hypocrites because don't come out and support Moses, for a few tweets, but then don't go out and then go and destroy Gina Carano. Like, if you go on Twitter, there's a data racer. Like, he collects everything, and he had thousands of freaking tweets.
We'll get it. They're all twits.
He had a bunch of pictures of twitties. And there's people out there telling Gina Carano, like, you should die.
And that's,
like, again,
that's personal. It should never.
No, but you see,
you
what
can
happens
disagree
is
with somebody without getting personal.
you have, the dude that played Mandalore. He shares stuff that called, Trump supporters or conservative. I don't know if you can say it on YouTube, but the German Party, National Socialist Party in the 40s, they compare that to conservatives. Nothing, right? Nothing. And Gina Carano puts a picture up with like a whole bunch of National Socialist parties from the 1940 pictures, all waving, right? Except for one person. She puts a circle and says, "Be that guy." Like the one guy, But they get mad at her for sharing that. It's like, oh, it's anti-Semitic. No, it's not. She's telling you, don't be these guys. Be the one guy who didn't go with it.
Who didn't do it. Yeah, based on the story of the guy that didn't do it.
These people out there are so simple-minded. And like, I'm going to get mad. This is what they're telling me to get mad. And the other thing's like, I tell you, look at these goddamn profiles. I play a drinking game, and I think I have a drinking problem. I'm like Johnny Depp right now, right? If I see something stupid, calling, fans racist or bashing Gina Carano or bashing anybody who doesn't like the show, guaranteed, they're wearing a goddamn mask in the picture, showing a picture flag of Ukraine, and they got little emojis with little, I got vaxxed. Like, stop, people. Stop. Break out of the norm.
But isn't Disney hypocritical because didn't they take Finn off the posters for China?
They destroyed Finn's character. They destroyed 100%. The character of Finn because he could have been a much bigger character than what he was towards the end. They destroyed. I mean, we talked about Rose, but she didn't really she was a made up character and really didn't have a big play in it. But they could have done more with her. They could. I mean, it's just. They took Black Panther and covered his face up. We all know they did that. It's just my whole thing is regardless of all that, if you got a handful of people, I don't mind blasting them. Put them on blast. But other than that, if the criticism is not about the work done, the writers, things, if it ever gets personal, you've crossed the line. It should never get personal about, I forget her last name, Moses, and I don't know her last name. I'm sorry. But Ingram? Okay. Because I don't know. I was thinking I was a football player. Don't forgive me.
She does have a...
That sound like a running back for the Saints.
I just picked up Moses Ingram, number 74.
Stop, because you're going to make me laugh. But
it's serious. 10 minutes serious.
But I know, we're staying serious. Because, like I said, I just didn't want to butcher her name. But in all seriousness, it should not be personal about her. I would never wanted anything like that to be personal. And I'm not going to besmirch her saying, well, you only had a handful of people because it could have been more. Who knows? I don't know because I'm not the one receiving it. And it's different when it's all coming to you and people are calling you a certain thing. That's different when you're on that end of it. So my whole thing is it should not be done when it's personal. It should never be personal. Us and our feelings about how Obi-Wan is moving has nothing to do, honestly, with the race, color, creed, gender of anybody that's in this whole thing. If you're a bad writer, you can be blue and be a bad writer. I'm just saying. And
speaking of race, I don't like Ithorians. I think their shark head is scary. They talk out of their necks.
So it sounds like we're getting out of the serious part of our conversation.
Yeah, and let's get out of it because
don't ever take life seriously. As soon as you take life seriously, and this is what if Moses ever watches, look, don't listen to the media, right? Don't follow the articles because Disney puts it out and you get the same articles that get paid by Disney to make these articles, like Variety, right? They're Disney shills. Don't listen to them. Don't. Just be.
I purposely went back and watched half of Queen's Gambit just because I heard she's in it. I never saw it before, and went.
That's a chess game. The chess.
And I went, oh, okay. she got chops. I give her props, and left it at that. I was like, okay, I'll finish the movie another time when I have time to finish it. But like I said, I went back and just watched something she was in just to see. Yeah, okay, she got chops. I got it. All right, cool.
Yeah.
And left it at that. So, like I said, we'll leave it at that. I'll never make another comment about anything dealing with fans, racism, or anything like that ever again because I've already said my piece.
If I catch actual racism, I'm calling it out. So don't.
Oh yeah, I'll call it out.
If they keep posting stupid shit, I'll keep talking about it.
It should not be personal. Oh, that's all I'm saying. It should not be personal.
No wreck.
We're moving to the next topic. Obi-Wan.
Yes, now it's time for us to lay our
Okay, white guys, you dial down the privilege a bit there, Dark Claw.
Try to lay down some chops on this thing because I saw the third episode of of Obi-Wan, and
all right, good, bad, and ugly. Go.
Oh God, dog, man.
It was weird. My biggest thing is they fucked up the whole goddamn Star Wars timeline. now that whole saying in New Hope
exactly
doesn't mean anything. When I left
I was but a learner, and now I'm the teacher.
I am the master. No, not teacher. He
the master, whatever. But I'm just saying it.
So I saw something, and it said, I've watched 3 episodes of this. There's no narrative. Like, the only thing that could hold your attention was the Vader confrontation, but nothing else. Like, there's nothing, like, if you compare it to the original Star Wars, the story, like, this story could be told in, like, 2 minutes. And my issues with it is, doesn't Vader have his own music? Because I didn't hear his music.
Why did they play the music? Oh my God, I love the music, dude. It's on your phone.
So the good.
Don't play it. Don't get us in trouble and get us blocked.
So I'll do the good, bad, and ugly, and then
okay.
All
right, go ahead.
I'm being bossy.
No, I'm the one cutting you off. I'm cutting you off.
Bossy bitch.
Do your thing, brother, because I'm the one cutting you off, and I shouldn't. But go ahead.
Those hurt my feelings, Bill. You big meanie.
Getting canceled.
The good. I love Vader, so I love when I see Vader. The bad was Vader because I've seen him in the comics walk like through lava. So not walking through fire, I don't know. The bad, I like the music, like the story, like Obi-Wan completely abandoning Leia. There's like 1,700 things, and like reading things about, the head writer saying, well, I was talking to the person that keeps, I forget what his name is, Pablo Hidalgo or whatever the hell his name is.
What a dick.
But sorry. He's the keeper of the all things Star Wars. So he obviously has never watched any of the prequels, none of the New Hope stuff. Because one thing, like Obi-Wan knows who Vader is. Like it's in Revenge of the Sith, like Lord Vader. So I get like Tatooine's on the Outer Rim, so they don't get much communication. But in 10 years, he hasn't heard anything. Like it's,
he don't have Wi-Fi in that cave.
I mean, he walks through town, so he's had to hear something, and like he knows like the Inquisitors are there, or like there's a lot of things, and like, and we're not like going like I was trying to list like everything that I've seen that I've had an issue. Like, there's no continuity. And it's really horrible to me when the Fast and Furious has better connectivity than Star Wars.
Oh God!
Right?
Because I mean, I watched Fast and the Furious, 11 when they were out in space. It was just like, wow, this is the worst movie I've ever seen. But
yeah,
at least you understand like the characters, like what the characters do. Like they're all superhuman and they all have their own little abilities. But Star Wars has none of that now, and there's no keeper of. I mean, I honestly think they need to get rid of, like, it's not just Kathleen Kennedy. They need to get rid of Pablo.
Pablo Hidalgo is the one that calls out fans too. He's a toxic asshole.
He's terrible.
And not to interrupt, but you mentioned conductivity between Clone Wars and New Hope and the original trilogy and this. They can't even get the story straight with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Star Wars Rebels. because they killed off the Grand Inquisitor, but he's still in Star Wars Rebels when he actually dies. So this dude better show up in the next few episodes with a goddamn Band-Aid on his tummy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm good.
Psych.
Stupid. And his face, oh my God. He looks so stupid.
Well, someone called it the best thing I've ever heard. Like, the Inquisitors look like they're porn parody. And that's how they described it. And I'm like,
was that Rule 34?
I think so. It was someone like that. And I died because I'm like, that's so accurate that it's all parody. Like, they're all...
Yeah.
And I guess the other thing is, so I understand Obi-Wan has, like, PTSD, but he's guarding Luke. So why is he shutting himself completely off the Force? And why is he not, like... Because Yoda said, train and find your master, and he hasn't.
You know why? You know why?
Yeah. Well, no, I know.
You know why? Because they don't want anything to do with anything George Lucas made. Right? They made Luke Skywalker look like a bitch when he's drinking green milk with those lightsaber. Right? They killed Han Solo off, right? And they made him whiny too. So let's just do another one. Right? Let's get rid of another fan favorite character. Let's just do it. Yep.
Yeah, I'm oh man.
And they're gonna keep they'll keep Chewbacca because he's an attraction when you go to Disney Park. They're gonna keep Darth Vader because everybody wants to see Darth Vader, and then whatever else trash they come up with these new shitty ass characters. But they get rid of everything. I don't know why.
All right, I gotta do my good, bad, and ugly. Man, this is so bad. Seeing Darth Vader was nice. And honestly, episode 3 should have been episode 1. That's the way I looked at it. You should have started off with Vader and him sending his Inquisitors out to do what they do. Reva was better in this one. Because she was very she was very subservient in this one. It was but so much she could do. Because you saw when Vader started. It's more to this story. It's coming in the end, and I already know it is coming. And I really think she's going to we talked about it. I think she's going to double cross Vader, and that's going to be her end in the long run. She's playing the role for now, and it's not going to work out well for her. That's my thought. I'm not even doing spoiler alerts. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, hey, I'm wrong, and this won't be the last time I've ever been wrong in my life. But she was better in this one, like I said, because she was very subservient. Oh man, look at this. They're expanding to a season 2, so it's looking like they're going to expand this storyline.
I won't be watching it because
what storyline? That's the question. Oh god,
it's storyline of money.
It just.
All right, finish your.
It's not consistent. The bad and the ugly. I put it together because the whole little thing of him mistakenly saying her name, and then it turned out, he's like, well, every time I look at her, I see her mother. That kind of okay. All right, cute. I mean, it was cute. It was cheesy, but it was cute. Trying to throw that in, but. Didn't she just run away from him earlier because he was lying? Because she thought he was lying?
Why you always lying?
Why didn't she run away again? I mean, that's all I'm saying. I mean, just saying it's not consistent. The overall story, they get in the back of the van or the back of the truck from the guy, and he he ends up shooting all the stormtroopers, and then he goes up to the gate. And the first thing in my mind was he's going to shoot the gate, jump back in the truck because you can move faster in the truck thing than you can running. But he shot the gate and then ran through the gate when you could have just ran around the gate. And then that could have stopped anybody that was coming after you that was driving. They couldn't drive through the gate. I'm just saying it wasn't consistent. The fire thing with Obi-Wan, he stops at the fire and doesn't do anything. Vader just stands there and look, and the fire looks like it's about what, 4 feet? Did it look like it was 4 feet? Come on, now help me out.
I've seen rednecks go camp and walk through a bigger fire just to get the hot dogs on.
I'm just saying, Vader could have parted that fire and walked through because he has that ability.
But
I just didn't. It was not consistent. Whoever, the people writing this truly don't know the story. And all I say is I compare it to the person that wrote X-Men, the person that did the X-Men cartoon that we all love, from back in the day. It was a husband and wife team, and when they went to write it, they knew nothing about the X-Men. Nothing. So what they did, they literally locked themselves in a room and read everything they could about. Now, the first episodes, the first 2 episodes do not connect with the rest of the story because there's a gap when they wrote those 2 and then they wrote the rest. But the thing is, they at least took the time to learn the characters. And they did their spin on some of them, but they at least took the time to learn it. Know the story. Don't just write something when you have the ability just to write when you don't know the story. Because now you're messing things up ongoing. You're literally crapping on everything from this point. How is it going to connect? Oh man.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I need to laugh. I need something to make me laugh for a minute here. So
well, if you like laughing,
like it.
I
need something to laugh.
I didn't do my good, bad, ugly. No. Okay.
You're good, bad, and
okay. I'm going back. All right. I just needed something to make me laugh for a minute. Okay, we're good.
The good was it was under an hour. The bad and the ugly was they're not respecting the story. Like, don't you think there's somebody in your goddamn stupid ass marketing team, somebody with a freaking brain cell, to say, why do you think these guys that are our age bought so many of the books and comic books? I don't know, because it's a good fucking story. Now you're just making shit up. I mean, there was literally a book written in 2018 called Obi-Wan.
Exactly. And they could have used that.
That would have been a good ass year. You could have hired all kinds of people to play different roles. And he didn't. Oh my goodness! It's like they just don't give a shit. Like, these are the people that failed school. They copied off of homework. Like, didn't they write the script? I know they probably give it to somebody to proofread, but I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? And it's just like, I don't know, just like society. That's why you see some of the idiots on American Idol or America's Got Talent that think they could sing, because everybody says, "Oh, you could sing so great. Go out there. It's awesome." No, you need somebody in your life to say, "That's fucking stupid. Get out of my office until you come back with something better, or your ass is going to work at Netflix."
Go work at Netflix.
It's just embarrassing. Like, okay, the good was hearing James Earl Jones' voice.
Yes,
because he's getting old. That's it.
Uh-oh.
And then they didn't have the music. Darth Vader's scared of campfire. I liked it, and the other good thing that I like was him choking the fuck out of everybody when they're, "What's going on, Dad?" Choke. "Daddy, what's going on?" Choked. He grabbed the mom and shook her down the street and then broke her. I was like, okay, I can get behind this. But and then the fight between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi, I've seen better lightsaber duels from a 5-year-old's hold broken sticks they got out of the woods. It was, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, they make him like such a bitch. Like, he hit me. And of course, what? He gets rescued by a goddamn woman. You're Obi-Wan Kenobi. You should fight him out. Like, it shouldn't even happen. The fight shouldn't even happen, and I feel dumber for watching it.
So there's
he's going to rain on the parade.
So you might not like this. So they're saying that for James Earl Jones, that was not his voice. They used the same technology that they used for Val Kilmer's voice in Top Gun 2 for Maverick, because Val Kilmer can't really talk, so they're saying that the voice was computer generated.
Who's they, Tad? Bring receipts. Who's they?
I
feel like I'm back in the name. Who's they?
I don't remember where I saw it.
Because that sounded really goddamn good.
I don't know if it's true. I'm trying to verify if it was true or not. But that is,
bring receipts.
I did say it was a rumor. I did not say it was true.
Okay.
I did say
he did say it's a rumor. I give him that.
I did say it was a rumor. I don't know if it's true. If it is true, it did sound good. I would say that, again, Vader to me was the most positive part. Hearing James Earl Jones' voice was awesome.
Yes.
But it was just like, well, just leave. Your responsibility is to Leia. Like, that's the reason you're there. Like, why are you leaving her alone? Like,
exactly.
Back to the fight.
Oh, that was horrible.
They were the same height. David Prowse, the guy who played Darth Vader pretty much the whole goddamn original trilogy.
He was huge.
6'7".
He was huge.
6'7". Darth Vader got some new legs, and Darth Vader, when he came out, he didn't look tall.
Oh, he was short. He was short.
What about the red eyes?
Yeah. Well.
The red eyes look weird too. Like, I know he's got cameras and shit on the inside, but I'm looking all over my room. I'm looking for the Darth Vader with red fucking eyes.
I gotta laugh. I'm sorry. I need something to laugh. I need something to make me laugh. Okay.
So next week,
you know what? If that's what happens, if you write a bad script, like if I make $1 billion and I buy Disney, you come in with a bad script, that's what you're wearing right there. You are gonna be here. Go back to it. This is good. We're gonna make some jokes because it's good. You're gonna be a goddamn Britannica encyclopedia on Tatooine as your new character. And then
gosh.
And you're gonna have you'll have that looks like every goddamn basketball or baseball coach you had as a kid on the right side. The left side is creepy as shit. Because that guy, I could tell you that he's I could tell you his religion.
He looks proud of himself. He looks very proud of himself.
He's like, look at my knuckle. Look at it, kids.
Oh gosh.
I'm your substitute math teacher.
Oh gosh. Oh, so disappointed. And see, like I said, I'm not to the point where I'm mad. I think we had this talk. I said after watching Kenobi, I said I'm not mad. I'm beyond the point where I can be upset or be mad. I'm just extremely disappointed. I'm like a dad.
I'm like a dad at this point.
It was so disappointing. Like I have to parrot what you said there, Darth Bill.
Darth Bill the
wise. That we were the ones that watched and kept this lore alive for years after Return of the Jedi. I mean, for years. I mean,
yep.
So
oh, it's so disappointing.
Considering what Return of the Jedi came out in 1983.
Yeah.
All right. So we kept Star Wars. We kept Star Wars alive by dropping all our stupid money to go buy shit. And Episode 1 came out in 1999.
So disappointing.
Yeah. And I was already Navy. You know what? I was so glad because the day came out we got back from sea.
Oh, really?
Straight to the movie theater.
Oh, so disappointing.
So question for you two, since
see, you gonna say grade. Hush. I knew you were gonna do it. No, I'm just talking. Go ahead.
So, we're doing numbers now, by the way, guys. Numbers. No more grades. Numbers.
So, for the last time we gave numbers, I gave it a 0 and you two gave it incomplete. My number is still, it's like -10 right now. What are your numbers?
Well, my favorite number is 69, but I did not rate it that. I would say it's probably not even like a 4. Like a 4.
It's a
Yellow
4.
Eyes. Who's talking about that? Darth Vader's got jaundice now. Like his pee machine in his Darth Vader suit.
It's not working.
It's not working, and he's got jaundice.
He got to burp his. What is it? The bag. He got to burp it.
So explain 4. Like you just said that it's not following. It's changing the future. So why is it a 4?
Oh, because not all of it. I'm looking at everything, right? I'm looking at Ewan McGregor, even though he's playing a shitty writing, Ewan McGregor's still holding his own acting, right? I'm looking at special effects. You know, that was cool to see. Even though the lightsaber battle was stupid, it was still a lightsaber battle. I'll probably give it like a 3.5.
The lightsaber technology was nice.
Yeah,
the technology used for lightsaber was nice.
I'm not going to give it a 0 because right now I'll grade everything when it's all done, and it's probably not going to be that good either. And you know what? You know what's funny? Now we're talking about grading. Even now articles are coming out because they're talking about because of what they said with the whole thing we talked about earlier, that all these people are coming out and review bombing it on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, I saw that.
There's 200 goddamn comments on there. That's not bombing. That's not review bombing.
No.
It fucking sucks. Stop blaming us. It's your fault, idiot.
You need to write a better story. That's all. It's simple.
You just need to quit and go back to writing freaking 50 Shades of Grey fan fiction, weirdos. You know what? I will go watch fucking Twilight instead of this shit.
Oh no.
I would agree with you there. I'll change my. I think I did enjoy Darth Vader. I think Obi-Wan's good. I would say 2, just for them. But it's. I mean, I told the entire group. I mean, Star Wars needs to die at this point because the people in charge aren't good. Like, I mean, the TV or the cartoons are better. The kids' cartoons are better than this right now.
Yeah.
And it's
I
just
like Resistance.
I mean, I like Resistance. I like Bad Batch.
You like Resistance? I like Resistance.
I don't. I like Resistance because my nephews are watching it. I mean, I watch it because they watch it, so I can like talk to them. But if I'm watching it without them, then yeah, I would say I'm not a big fan.
Dude.
Why is that sad? Why? Oh, because I'm trying to relate to my nephews.
But no, you gotta get them to watch Star Wars just to get them to hang out with you. That's sad.
No, that's not. They live in Connecticut, so they like talking about this kind of stuff with me.
Oh, that's funny.
I feel Bill's bullying me now. Can Disney release a statement and like denounce them?
We resist, man. We resist. We resist.
Hashtag resist.
Oh.
Hashtag tattoo. Me too.
I mean, but bad writing makes bad everything. Like the fact that Ewan McGregor can like rise above this is like a testament to his talent. It just like I think they need to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy. They need to get rid of Pablo Hidalgo or whatever the hell his name is.
Ewan McGregor is one of the producers.
Oh, I know.
He played the role for 3 movies. You think he would know what the heck is going on?
Yeah. But I would say at this point in time, they need to like get rid of everyone and just bring in new blood like they did with Batman with Christopher Nolan and like those guys and like just reboot. Like just say this.
Don't
like,
say Snyderverse. Don't you goddamn say it.
What about me thinks I'm gonna say that. Yeah, there's no restoring the Snyderverse. No Snyder for this. Can
we do an Order 66 in Disney? Like, do we have any like actual Star Wars fans sleeper cells? And if you say execute Order 66, they come out and take out all the shitty people. Like fire them, just fire them. Don't delete them.
Yeah, I ain't talking about delete them.
Yeah, baby Star Wars.
Still say baby Luigi.
What about
a little baby Darth Vader?
You ain't gonna call out.
That'd be awesome. We should do that.
Muppet Babies? What about Muppet Babies?
Muppet Star Wars Babies. That would even be better.
They did that. That was funny. They had the Muppet Babies, and they actually did a lot of
Star Wars. Yeah,
they did a Star Wars episode.
Yeah, and then they had to take it down.
Yeah.
It was sad. So sad.
So disappointed.
So yeah,
disappointed.
So yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna sing Amazing Grace, but I can't sing, so you don't want me to sing.
You know what? I'm tuning up the trumpet to play taps because this shit is about over.
Well, it's still incomplete. They're not doing well. It's still incomplete because they're not. They're digging themselves in a hole.
Dude, it's like this.
And they have
100%. It's like it's like going, hey, we're gonna go see a freaking fireworks show tonight, and you get all excited, like, yeah, fireworks, and you get there, and it's like 3 fucking sparklers.
Oh, it's not even 3 sparklers. It's like a match. That's all they're doing. It's like a candle.
3 sparklers and one of them goddamn worm things. And there's people out there like, you like it, don't you? Oh, look how good it is. It's so diverse with the sparklers and the worm thingy. It's so brave. Shut up, write a story.
We can't write a story. We don't know. They don't know how to write the story. I mean, and I looked at the writers. They had Andrew Stanton was one of the writers. He wrote Up and a bunch of Pixar stuff, but he's not the head writer. That the head writer is the one that's talking to the other guy, saying, "Is this the wrong thing to do?" To whatever their caretaker of the history. It's just sort of, I don't know.
I gotta laugh. I'm sorry.
Hey, do you have the other one that we found too? That's very similar to this.
Oh gosh,
Where's the other one?
I'm so disappointed.
The
Boy,
uniform.
if I ever had to wear this uniform, I would be so upset.
Shitmate, hey, come here, shitmate. Why your hands in your pockets? Like, why you got fucking knee highs on?
Oh no, like I said,
what did you say earlier? Like, you know that dude straight up has lines. He's got the lines,
the indents from the socks.
That dude grew that mustache just to distract him from the shorts.
Oh goodness gracious!
That shit would be dirty, and as soon as you got out of the car.
Is that like a parody right there?
Hey, zoom in on his freaking shoes real quick.
Oh no, that's a uniform.
Enhance.
That's an actual uniform. Oh dang it!
No wonder the Navy gets fun of some.
Yeah. Let's slide that up. Come on now, scooch up, dude. You got me looking at some guy's socks.
Oh, look at it. He's wearing dress white shoes.
Yeah, he's wearing dress white shoes.
Still better than Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, goodness gracious. I got to do something to make myself laugh because that's so disappointing.
You know what's funny? If you're sitting at home bored and you need a good laugh, go to 3greynerds on YouTube and subscribe. You don't have to watch it live, but you can play it on your iPhone, right?
Yeah, especially if you got to drive anything like that.
Yeah, put it on the drive. Listen to it. You'll be smarter. There's a I think like 95% of people that watch it are smarter at the end of the show.
Yeah.
You want to be cool with your friends? I mean, if you don't want to be cool, whatever. You want to be hanging out and talk about Kathleen Kennedy and liking her, whatever. But you want to be cool, boom, hang out with the real nerds. New nerds seen shit.
Oh,
Speaking of Kathleen Kennedy, today's her birthday.
Happy birthday,
Kathleen. What did you send her?
God bless you. God bless you.
I was going to say something on the Disney page, but then I almost commented. One comment is like, everybody's like, oh, blah, blah. Everybody's saying the same shit. So I feel good. But then there was like that one person who's like guy was from Sweden. You know, you may not like what she's doing, but you should at least respect her and wish her a happy birthday. You got to earn that respect. Like, I don't know you.
God bless
Respect.
him. That's all I'm saying. God bless
Yeah,
him.
you did a good job. Thanks for freaking, producing E.T., Raiders of the Lost Ark. But that's when you stayed out of the story and let the professionals do it.
Well, that's when George Lucas was in charge. What are we talking about next?
Let's
The
move on.
Boys.
Oh Lord.
So I love The Boys. Well, I mean, they've taken some liberties with the source material, and they haven't brought parts of it over because, it would become X-rated. But I like The Boys. Season 3.
It wasn't X-rated? This last season? This first episode wasn't X-rated?
It was close.
A little goose climbed into a goose pee-hole.
It was close. It was close.
No, it was.
What was in the comics is 100 times. Yeah,
it's worse.
It's
still worse.
The comics is 100 times worse than what we're seeing. I mean, it was still. They pretty much showed what would happen if Ant-Man went up Thanos' ass in this episode, in one of the episodes. So it was good. I liked it. I liked it.
I knew that was your favorite part. You knew it. I was watching this. I know Tad's got this shit screen captured, and it's on the back. His wallpaper right now. I knew it.
I just have pictures of you in that uniform.
Nice. Not shorts though. Underwear.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little abused right now. Can Disney release like an article?
I'll leave it alone.
Here's my thing with The Boys. Like, season 1 was pretty good, and then I think somebody got a little TDS, in the writers, because it started getting really political, and it did not match what was in the actual comics.
Yeah,
that's why it's just.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm starting to feel it a little on this episode too, and especially with that super. Oh God, it was uncomfortable to watch. It was. I was like, "Where's he going? He's going in there."
Yeah.
Oh no.
But I think they make fun of a little bit of everybody though. I think they parody a little bit of everybody.
Not really. They parodied the goddamn gun guys. That was a big crazy gun owners. I thought you're cool. Come on in.
Yeah,
I'm not hating on it though. I'm not hating on it. I think they just gotta dial it back a little bit, because you want to see more of the crazy superhero. Because the concept of the story is friggin' awesome, right? Where a company owns superheroes.
Yeah, corporations.
Yeah.
Yeah, the corporation is actually the bad guy.
Yeah, wow. And the story's good too. Now you know that what's her name has a superpower, and she's in cahoots, even though she's supposed to be controlling them.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's why I'm going to watch it again. And just dial back to politics a little bit. Like I said, we need a goddamn break once in a while.
Yeah, I just watched it to see who's going to blow up this week.
You're looking at what's going to blow up.
Yeah, because they blow up. Somebody blows up every episode. They just, and that's it. So I just look for
They kill a lot of people in this show.
Who's gonna blow up this week? They blew up 2 people this week. All right,
they do. Well, they said season 2 when was everybody that was in the Congress that got their heads chopped.
Blew
now
all.
We know who did it. Now we know who did it.
So I'm like, okay, blew them up. Some more.
Disney, that's called continuity. It fucking went over. I don't know.
It connects.
Oh my God, it fucking works. Look at that.
It all connects. Yeah, honestly, remember we talked about this when we first started doing this podcast, and I never watched an episode at the time, and y'all got on me about it, so I said, okay, let me sit back. I'll blow through it.
I was worried about that scene. I was like, I want to cover your eyes a little bit.
But yeah, I watched it, and I like I guess I'm twisted. I kind of like the dark side of what happens if superheroes don't have, any type of scruples or anything that, stops them from just doing anything they want. Now I'm on why I'm brain farting off of the other superhero one, but
Homelander.
not Homelander. I'm talking about the other stories. They not them. It was with
Injustice.
Rorschach. Yeah, with Rorschach
Watchmen.
and Watchmen. Yeah, the same thing. It's what happens if, like they said in Watchmen, who's watching the Watchmen? Who's watching them to make sure they don't do something wrong, or they don't just go off. And I like that. And I mean, Homelander is the perfect bully because everybody's afraid of him.
God,
and he just says, and he'll just say, "So what did you say?" And they, it's cool.
He's getting fat. I am. I lay out the Twinkies.
But yeah, he's sitting there eating all the food. That's when you was running. You're not running anymore. So, like I said, I like that aspect because it brings a different light. I mean, it takes your golden age superheroes and kind of makes you go, yeah, what if they don't? What if they just decide to do whatever they want to do? What if they go?
Where they're going with that one character because he's, proven a point. What we see a lot now in social media is, he could wear like the African colors and say stuff, but are you actually doing something about it?
Yeah.
Are you actually doing something about it instead of just putting a sticker on your goddamn picture? And I thought, it's like that was actually pretty good. Do something about it. And his brother showed him, and I was like, all right, let's see where they're going to go with this. Yeah,
I hope they dig deeper into that because I mean, to me, I took that as the OJ thing. Remember the line, "I'm not black, I'm OJ." I looked at it like that. Well, you never was down with any cause before. How all of a sudden you're down with a cause now? I mean, that's reality. Because it's all based on convenience. So I said, okay, well, let's see if they dig into that. I mean, like I said, I just like the overall aspect of it because they're hitting sides where it's like, well, like I said, what happens if no one's watching these people? What happens if, and like I said in this one, what if the corporation is the one that's kind of feeding people and feeding the media and making you think a certain thing based off of them?
Oh my God, what does that sound like?
Wow.
What does that sound like? A big corporation that feeds the media. God, hey, Tad, help me out here, buddy. What am I thinking here?
Wells Fargo? Oh, wait, Disney.
Oh, my God.
I did like what they did with their farce Disney, where it had all the social media slogans. That was pretty well. That was pretty funny.
That's why I said they're doing a little bit with everybody.
I don't know if the comics, they're damn holy. Whatever you think this is, like the comics are, it's ratcheted up 100-fold.
Yeah.
Like it's like, wow, that's just.
How many ding dongs are in the comics?
But
I don't remember.
Oh, you do. Stop lying.
But honestly though, I like Butcher in the comics more than I like him in the series.
Do you think he's pushing his accent too much?
A little.
The British quips and the way he says stuff.
At times, it does seem that way. But I just like him better in the comics because he seems, like I said, the whole point of a villain, which he's not really a villain in a way, sort of, kind of what you know what I'm saying. But the thing is, you kind of relate to him in a way. Even if you disagree, you can go, I see where you're coming from. I disagree with Thanos. And that whole thing of, well, the best way to take care of humanity is I'll just knock out half of them. That way, well, now we got more resources. There you go.
I agree with a little bit more.
I see his point, but yeah, I don't agree with it. But I see your point. So that's the thing. I like in the comic book, he's a little bit more connected in that than he is in the series. That's all I'm saying. I mean, the guy does. I think he does a good job because he's he goes over the top, and you're like, okay, but
yeah,
it's better in the comic.
I think he does a good job with the character. I think they all, all the actors do a really good job. It's wow, Disney. It's well written. It's now they've taken some liberties because but I mean, it makes sense. Wow, Disney. Star Wars, or Marvel. Wow. Just saying.
There you go.
I don't.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's a diverse character, a diverse set of characters, and it's not forced. It is perfectly written.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And like,
I mean,
you don't
because
even think about it.
A-Train in the comics is not black.
I've never personally seen. I kind of grazed over it.
Yeah.
But I like his character. His character.
But it
like, you know,
works.
he's trying.
Exact. It works.
When he came out, he goes, "Did you just make a video game about slave trading?"
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it works. It works. That whole thing. I mean, there was a couple of characters I'm kind of like, oh, why did they make, what's the name? Stormfront. I'm like, why did they do that with it? But
well, okay. Stormfront was, yeah. I mean, they switch a couple things.
Yeah.
Soldier Boy, I think they're switching him too, so that'll be interesting. But I like Jensen Ackles. Like, he's freaking hilarious.
Dead. I don't think he's dead.
He's not dead.
He's not dead. He was picked up. He's
yeah. So I think that
yeah.
So that means old boy's gonna get his, like I saw, what's the guy's name? The one that was hanging out with his daughter. He had to go back. What's his character's name?
Oh, you talking about Mother's Milk, or what's the guy's name?
Yeah, like
Frenchie.
The one,
Mother's Milk.
Frenchie. Yeah, Mother's Milk.
Frenchie's cool as shit.
I like Milk.
Because he comes back like, oh, it's about Soldier Boy. I got to get revenge, and I'm thinking, he's freaking dead, right? They blew his head off with some crazy weapon. So, but now that I see him coming back, I'm like, oh, I see where they're going to go with the storyline now. Mm-hmm. Like, he's going to be alive. Soldier Boy's going to come out in the goddamn red and yellow and not Hulk Hogan colors with the Russian sickle and hammer on his chest. I guarantee.
Yeah, they're going to play off of the Captain America arc. I can see it. I can see them taking it. I can see them taking that Captain America and Universal Soldier, not the Universal Soldier, what's the name? Winter Soldier thing. With Bucky. I can see them taking that.
I just wonder if they're gonna, let Homelander give him something.
Give him, don't spoil it for me. I'm all. You think what's Homelander? Are they gonna keep going with the whole Aryan thing with him?
Well,
because his influence was his girl, and she died. And goddamn that dude, Homelander's weird, man.
But he's the perfect bully. He is the perfect bully. He is because he's a child. He's like a kid.
When old girl came in and she's like, "Your points are up. Your points are up," and he was naked. He's like, "Oh, this? Nah, it's not for you. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, I mean, he's the perfect. He is the perfect bully, and I love it. I mean, that aspect I love because how can I say it? I hate switching shows and movies so much, but Game of Thrones, the kid that played that turned out to be king for a while.
Oh, that little bastard.
Oh, I love to hate him. He was so good. He was so good at that role. Gosh, he was so good at it. Oh,
like Homelander, the way he looks. Like if I saw Homelander in real life and I saw that kid from Game of Thrones, I would, God, I automatically don't like you because you look like an asshole. Your face is punchable.
He was so good. Oh, he was so good at that role. Oh, he made you want to hate him so much. Oh, I love it because you hook into it. That's the way a movie should be. That's the way a show should be. That's how it should get you. That you like it so much that you're like, man, this guy is just that's why I like Homelander.
Yeah, so again, the show's good. Just take the politics all the way down to like a 1. Maybe throw a joke in there, but stick with the goddamn comics. Like, I know you're trying to make a point.
Yeah.
It should get better. It will get a lot crazier. That's all I know. I mean, they could change it though, but I don't. I mean, the comics are done, so
Yeah, now they're at the point. I would look at it. I think they're at the point where they're basically going on their own now, because
Well, they can go back and forth. They can use some of the things like from the comics.
You got to be careful though, because Game of Thrones did that. They passed up the story, and it kind of went.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
I think that was rushed. It was rushed. That's all it was. It was just rushed. It was Godfather 3. That's what it was. It was rushed. Because
still better than Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Well, Godfather 3 is still, it is better than Obi-Wan. Not as good as the first two. Nowhere near. But
so I'm so far I'm not gonna rate The Boys yet. I'll wait till the season's over.
Yeah, still that's incomplete too.
I like to see where it's gonna go.
It's been fun. I have enjoyed The Boys. The Boys has been it's nice watching that after watching Obi-Wan. So it's nice.
Did you guys watch Diabolical yet?
Yes.
Yeah. The animated, yeah. So if you're watching our show, go ahead, and I recommend Diabolical because it kind of it's like in the same universe,
Well, you need it. You need Diabolical because some of the stories, some of the stories link into now this next season. Especially when you go into the kids and stuff like that. And what happens with them. You need that. So that it fills in the gap. It's almost like Clone Wars was when you needed Clone Wars to fill in that gap before you got the New Hope.
Yeah.
But let me stop with the Star Wars reference because I'm still disappointed. Let's talk about one of my favorite people that he's made a good handful of movies. He made a good handful of movies that some of which I love, I adore. I mean, seriously adore. I say he's the master of dialogue. I always say that this guy, man, some of the back and forth, the banter is masterful.
So he's taking 9 hours to talk about Quentin Tarantino. So let's use your dialogue. There you go. Like get to the friggin' point. Let's go.
I fell in love. Well, I wouldn't say fell in love. I fell in love with his writing, and it was because we rented. I was hanging out with a friend of ours back when we were on the boat together, and it was Reservoir Dogs. We went to go rent a movie, and I was like, "Oh, all the new releases are out," and I saw the cover looked cool. You had all the guys wearing black shoes, white shirt, black ties. It's like, all right, this is cool. I don't know who Quentin Tarantino is. And it had some cool looking badasses in it. I watched it. I was like, holy crap. I said, I got like the whole scene at the beginning of Reservoir Dogs was when they're talking about tips. And they're talking about Madonna's song, Like a Virgin. Like it's just.
Oh, that's how, masterful.
You could just feel that's how conversations go. And especially with us on the boat. It's the good back and forth, and the jokes are like, you're full of shit. Well, this is why, but you still, oh man. And then the best thing, and I still listen to it now, is the soundtrack for Reservoir Dogs. All the 70s songs.
That was a good soundtrack. That was a real good soundtrack.
I can't find. It's almost like Guardians of the Galaxies. It's about as good as Guardians of the Galaxy's soundtrack. Yeah, but it was unexpected. It was nothing you thought it was going to be.
Mm-mm.
It was like you just showed up and you were that fly on the wall.
Yeah, I still love the I don't tip. That whole
and the only person that I recognized from there was Harvey Keitel.
Yeah.
And so again, I was like, and then I was like, oh, this is Quentin Tarantino. I like the way it rocks. He writes. And then, while we were on, it was like, what, 94? 93? When Pulp Fiction came out.
Oh, masterful. Another masterful movie.
And just the way the story goes, because it goes, it's not a beginning and the end.
No.
Because you see, we're going to spoil it. If you haven't seen Pulp Fiction yet, fix yourself. But you see, you got the beginning, right, when they're going talking about Royale with cheese. And then it bounces over to
Big Kahuna Burger.
Yes. Like, look, can I get some of this tasty beverage or wash down this? And then, and you know what? Again, Samuel Jackson. Like I knew of him because I knew that he was in Coming to America. I knew he was the getaway driver in Goodfellas, but that was it. Like he really didn't do anything. And then that right there, him dropping the F-bomb was poetry. Poetry. I fell in love with him. As soon as it popped, I was like, oh my goodness, this guy's. And then it helped revitalize John Travolta's career.
I was going to say that. John Travolta's career was skyrocketed off of that. Between that and I say, what is it, Broken Arrow? Yeah, I say between those two.
Broken Arrow was after that.
Yeah, it was after.
Yeah, it was after Broken Arrow, Face Off with Nick Cage.
Face Off. Awesome movie. But we're not going there. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, but it made John Travolta as cool as he was to me when he was in Saturday Night Live or Staying Alive, or
yeah, Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever, thank you. But he was in Staying Alive too, not as cool. But Saturday.
No, he wasn't as cool as that one. No, but Saturday Night Fever, yeah.
And
he was cool.
Who else was it? Bruce Willis,
Ving Rhames.
Ving Rhames.
Yeah, I was like, and just the whole discussion about, and this was before the internet when we were talking about what's in the case. Like, what do you think, man? What do you think was in the case when you first saw it? Because they opened it up, it was like, oh, we got it. We good? We good.
Well, they said it was his soul.
That's
what they were saying. I know nobody knows. I mean, you don't know. I mean, it's not. You don't know, but they said his soul was in that case. But
because of the Band-Aid on the back, like they took the soul out. That's why he had the Band-Aid on his neck.
See, I didn't hear about the Band. I didn't think about the Band-Aid on the neck. I didn't think about that.
That was part of the thing because I thought it was a soul, and that's why he had the Band-Aid on his head. And they didn't really introduce Ving Rhames' character right off the bat. All they showed was the back of his head.
Yep.
Oh my goodness!
Great movie, such a great movie.
And then watching old boy get his head blown off in the back of the car. He's like, "What do you think?" Whoa!
Shot him by accident. Then they had to go to the cleaner, get the whole thing cleaned up.
And again, who helped come in? The goddamn wolf, Harvey Keitel.
Yeah.
Now, if Harvey Keitel's in a movie, you know his ass is going to be cool shit.
Great movie.
Yeah, that was a good. So what was okay? So we got movie. What was after Pulp Fiction that we still because I know he got into Chinese.
He wrote Crimson Tide. He wrote a piece of Crimson Tide too.
My favorite with him is True Romance, which he didn't direct. He wrote.
Yeah, he helped write that. Yeah,
but I would say Kill Bill 1 and True Romance are my favorite ones of his.
Yeah, I didn't like the second Kill Bill as much.
But I mean, I like parts of Kill Bill too, like when he's talking about Superman and Clark Kent, and parts of it were good. But Kill Bill 1 was awesome, and I love True Romance. Like I'll watch those too.
Yeah. Besides the name Kill Bill, it was pretty good. And I'll watch it all together. I can't watch Volume 1 and Volume 2 later. Like it's like I'm watching them all. So it's like one big movie to me. But the fight scene.
Which one?
The first one when they were in the snow. And oh my God. But again, that was a great ass story.
Well, see, I'm gonna get in trouble. Here we go. I'm about to get in trouble.
Do it.
I'm not a big fan of Vivica A. Fox. I'm not a big fan of her. No, I'm not actually. But in that movie,
yeah.
Oh. And how they're fighting, and all of a sudden she stops. Hey, baby, what's going on? I thought that was all. I mean,
she did.
Yeah, this is just mommy's friend.
She had the gun in the cereal.
Oh God! Oh, I love it. I mean,
I want to learn the punch. You just walk away. You got a couple minutes to say some cool shit, and then he's dead.
Yeah, so like I said, I love a lot of the things Quentin Tarantino did. And like I said, I think he's a weird little dude, but
he's very esoteric. I tell you that.
I would probably disagree. I don't like all of his stuff.
I didn't say it all. I said a lot. I do like a lot of it.
I thought Hateful Eight sucked. I would disagree with, but I'll just.
I wasn't a fan with Hateful Eight. I wasn't a fan. It had a great cast, and I was excited to see it, but it wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. I mean, but I love Jackie Brown.
It's still better than Obi-Wan.
That's not saying much. That's really
Jackie
not saying
Brown,
much.
Another one of my favorites. Yes, because that was the next one. So it was after Pulp Fiction. I think Jackie Brown was the next one because freaking Robert De Niro, of course, Sam Jackson again. Oh my God! And then Pamela Grier.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm already there with Pam Grier. So
God dang. And she's been like on my list of like favorites since the 70s, man. And and then I know it's not Quentin Tarantino related, but she was also in Escape from LA.
Yeah, she was. Man, see, you're making me remember.
She used to be a dude. I was like, oh, you look a little different last time I saw you. but we can talk about that one next time. But yeah. But there's one line I love in that movie. And every time I see somebody struggling with life, I use a specific quote from that movie. And a certain quartermaster used to be on the Phoenix used to say it all the time too, from New York. If life's getting you down, 2 tears in the bucket, fuck it.
So I did notice that you guys haven't included a movie that I think you both hate. The Rock. He was an uncredited writer on that.
The what? The Rock?
The Rock.
With Sean Connery?
With Sean Connery?
I freaking love that movie. What's wrong with that movie?
That's a big screen movie.
I think the one in the middle said he didn't like that movie.
I
never said I didn't like The Rock.
There's nothing better like Sean Connery. Welcome to The Rock.
When did I say I don't like The Rock?
I thought you said you didn't like it, but maybe I was wrong.
When did I say that?
Quentin Tarantino also got some credit with Natural Born Killers on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
What about From Dusk Till Dawn? Because he co-corrected that with Robert Rodriguez, and there's definitely, you could tell when one directed one side and Robert picked up the other side.
You can.
Well, he wrote part of that too. He was a writer on that.
Where Selma puts her foot in his mouth. He totally wrote that in because he's got a foot fetish. The part where she puts his foot in his mouth and pours the wine down. He talked about it in an interview because they changed the script up like right then and there.
Wow.
That movie made George Clooney. Like before that, nobody knew George Clooney was in Attack of the Killer Tomatoes 2. Okay? And then he was on an ER.
Facts of Life.
No, yeah, he was on Facts of Life. But then it was like, yeah, you're like, whatever. Dude, you don't know, you don't remember him being in there till you watch a rerun. You're like, holy shit.
Yeah, I was reminded that he was in Facts of Life.
So was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I was reminded that he was in it too.
And then he was on, George Clooney was on ER, but then he got to play that cool character with that cool ass tattoo on From Dusk Till Dawn. And I thought that whole beginning of the movie is friggin' badass.
And then he ruined Batman.
No, the writers ruined Batman.
No, Clooney ruined Batman. Clooney was a terrible Batman.
Let me look on it. What does it say down there? There it is. It says, we're not going to do it. He's going to Snyderverse.
You brought up Clooney, so we're saying
because we're talking about Quentin Tarantino movies.
To move, okay.
And Julie Lewis, she was freaking awesome in that too. And even though he wasn't a badass, Harvey Keitel, another goddamn perfect role for him, playing the preacher and trying not to cuss. When his son died. The Korean that Korean boy, when he died, I felt bad because he was like, "Help me!" It's like, come on, yeah. What a crazy ass movie, man. What a crazy ass movie.
To be starting a certain way, and then it turns out to be a vampire flick. You're like, I didn't see it coming.
And you know what? There were so many cool things. Like, so when they kidnapped the bank teller, and they're like driving across the border, and it kind of shows like her in the trunk. It does like that X-ray thing of her in the trunk, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
God, I just that felt like Quentin Tarantino for me. And then Quentin Tarantino playing himself was such a good character because he was so innocent but evil at the same time. Like when he killed that lady, he's like, I didn't mean to. So you're like, holy crap, but you kind of feel bad because you know homeboy's got an issue.
Yeah. Then he also did Django, which, you know.
Another pro tip, don't watch that one on a plane.
Don't watch it on a plane.
No, because even though you got your headphones on, like somebody sit next to you, and it's very brutal. It's a brutal ass flick.
It is. It's bloody. It's bloody.
It is bloody.
It's it's a bit much. Especially right at the end, it's a bit much. But the thing I like about Tarantino is he has a concept of whatever he likes, and that's the movie he tries to make. You know, like when he made Django, he said he loved growing up watching the spaghetti westerns, and he always wanted to make one. So he made one. You know, it's just whatever he likes. You know, he finds it. You know, he puts it together, and that's the movie he makes. You know, he wanted a revenge story. Yeah, go ahead.
I like that was good too, and he's got such a great cast of people because he tries to bring people that he's worked with before, and you know these guys are friends because they hit it off so goddamn good, man.
Yeah,
so good. And of course, I always forget his name. He was the German guy. Well, he was the German guy in every goddamn movie, but he was the bad Nazi guy in *Inglourious Bastards*, and he brought it home the whole time. It's like, can I have some milk? He's just drinking his milk, trying to find out where all the Jews are hiding. And I was like, oh, this guy is evil. But then he plays another German guy into Django, and he's like,
he was good. You know, you liked him.
Man.
Yeah,
Christopher Waltz.
Christopher Waltz.
Yeah.
But hopefully he doesn't get typecasted, but he does play that European guy. But the way he just pulls off that character in *Inglourious Bastards* is good.
He was in *Dangerous Game* on it was Hulu, I think, that did it with Hemsworth's brother.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. I saw the thing for it. I watched probably 5 minutes of it, and I said I'm gonna have to come back to this. I'll come back and watch this.
Did you find
mainly because I like the short story?
What?
Well, I like the short story. You know, I like the short story, and I said I wanted to see what kind of angle they take this to kind of be like the short story.
It was a different angle.
It is, yeah. So
it was. It was good. It was good. I liked it. Okay. It got the taste of Obi-Wan out of my mouth, so it was fine.
So now I guess that's going to be the moniker now. You know, the little one thing we'll say every movie we'll say, well, how did it compare to Obi-Wan?
I watched the video from my colonoscopy. Still better than Obi-Wan. And they found Darth Vader. It was a Lego that I swallowed in '83. Darth Vader was in both of them.
Oh God, that was a bad movie. That was a bad. Oh God, so I'm not gonna say it's bad. I'm just saying it's disappointing. It was very disappointing the way they took it. So
it's very
make me. You see, you're messing me up because you make me keep going back to the same thing, and I'm trying not to go back there.
No, we're still talking about Tarantino. Okay, so we're still on the roll. I mean, he did make some kung fu movies. The Green Dagger.
The Green Hornet.
No, the Flying Daggers.
Yeah,
it's the Flying Daggers. He dabbled with a few kung fu movies. I think he should go back to that. That was his because he did it Kill Bill, and then he did. It was good.
Yeah, he dabbled. Yeah,
Crouch Tiger, Hidden Dragon style movie. You know,
I like that movie.
Yeah,
I like that movie. I actually like it. It was. Shang-Chi could have been the same thing. It could have been the same kind of movie without Marvel.
Would have been Yeah, without stomping the Marvel character on it.
Yeah. Don't put any Marvel characters in it and redo it that way. It would have been a good movie. Probably would have been better.
Trying to look up the name because I want to get it right because you know what I feel like we should have a Quentin Tarantino marathon.
And I did not like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm going to show you why I enjoyed it, right? Because we get it. This is one of my favorite books of all time. This is up there with Helter Skelter, right? And I liked it because it takes place. I know they changed it up a bit, but I like it that it takes place that time of Hollywood because that is an interesting time of the world. 1969, right? It was an interesting time because you had Vietnam going on. You had people legit worried about a revolution going on.
Yeah.
You had movies like I'm trying to think what movies. It was crap. I just watched it the other day too. I'll think about it. But it was an interesting time. The one thing I was kind of because they made Bruce Lee kind of look like an asshole in that movie.
That's why I didn't like it.
Really?
Well, you know what? You know what it was better than? Say it. What was it better?
Doctor Strange 2?
Yeah.
Actually was. I have to agree. Actually was.
But I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. What do you pick better? Would you if I said here's an option, you're gonna watch The Hateful Eight or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Hateful Eight.
You're smoking crack.
No, I did not. You know I Bruce Lee. I like Bruce Lee a lot, and
well, where's he at?
I know. Yeah, there's a picture there. I just didn't like how they portrayed Bruce Lee in that, and because of that, I would choose. I might even choose Obi. Well, no, I won't choose Obi-Wan. But
choose Obi-Wan.
Hateful Eight was. I mean, it wasn't great, but I'd rather watch that over. Yeah, I just didn't like that because of the portrayal of Bruce Lee, and I think he pissed off Bruce Lee's family with that. So
you know why I do that? Because I'm pretty sure everybody in Bruce Lee family probably fuck your shit up. Like I imagine going to Thanksgiving at the Lee house. Can you chop up chicken? Oh. Yep. But you know what else we didn't talk about? What about the Grindhouse movies? Because he did Death Proof. And then Robert Rodriguez did the second other Grindhouse movie. But Death Proof, and it was, God, that was good. That was good.
Well, I like that feel of it. That old fashioned. See, again, like I said, he has an idea of where he says, I want to do a movie like this. And he said, I want to do like one of those old fashioned drive-in, type flicks.
Oh, did you go see both of them?
Yes.
I like Planet Terror more than the other one. Sorry.
So you like Robert Rodriguez's one then?
I like Robert Rodriguez. Well, I liked how, they do work together because, Tarantino got killed in the toilet.
He had his shit melting off, remember? Oh, both of them were good. It was so fun to watch it.
I did enjoy both of them. Not just to clarify, so I don't get hate. I just like Planet Terror better because I just thought it was fun. I liked Death Proof. Kurt Russell was awesome in it, and
he was a good villain.
I enjoyed it. The stuntman Mike or whatever they called him. I thought it was good, but it was just sort of. I thought Planet Terror was just the zombies and all that.
I liked because you got what's your name, Rosario Dawson. Yeah, there we go, right there.
He said she saved Death Proof.
Now, I'm thinking, did I start liking her there, or did I start liking her because she was in? She played Sin
Alexander. Oh, I thought you were gonna say Alexander. Okay, anyway, move on.
No, but anyway, I became a fan, and then the other girl, that New Zealand chick, Zoe Bell, she's an actual stunt woman.
Really?
And she's awesome. Like if you find her in a video, like she's got a YouTube account. Like she is freaking. Like I want to hang with this chick. I do, man. But that was such. And then the car wreck scene. Every time if I'm driving in the car and my wife's over there, she puts your foot up there, like put your foot down. Because remember, old girl had her foot up, and then when they showed each person different angles of the car, and one girl getting her face run over. Who was it? That was Vanessa Frito. Oh, she's cute too. Before the tire squished her face.
Yeah, like I said, I like that. I like the whole concept that they did with both movies. I mean, not trying to get into Robert Rodriguez, and we're supposed to be talking about Quentin, but I like that whole concept. Like I said, that old drive-in, and you see the little lines in the in the reel.
Yep.
I mean, the whole concept. I loved it.
But he's got so much other stuff out there too, and I like he did a lot of crossover stuff. So another one he wrote for, with 4 different directors, was the movie 4 Rooms. Each room, the one was got the quirky bellhop. He was in the beginning of Pulp Fiction. That was he was the protagonist of all stories, and each different room was a different director. Like the one that Quentin Tarantino directed was the one with the finger, put his finger down. He had Bruce Willis in it, and they were partying up in the suite. Yep, that's another good one.
I didn't know that.
And another movie that he wrote for, which is probably on my all-time favorite list, is Natural Born Killers.
That's a twisted movie. That's an extremely twisted movie.
That is a great movie.
Yeah,
it's got so much in it. And don't make a face, Tad.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? It was a different way of looking at it, and that's the thing I like about it.
It was interesting, but I did not like it.
I enjoyed it. I liked it how it had the color scenes in the black and white, and then there was even one part where it was like animated. I was like, I'm having a fever dream. And again, like I told you, I like learning about serial killers and reading true stories about them, and people like them. Like if you watch what they're doing, and people worship Charles Manson. Charles Manson's got a goddamn Facebook, or not a Facebook, his own website. People still like him. I don't know, but it's another
new.
Like there's, I wouldn't not. There isn't anything that he wrote. He actually wrote for CSI a couple times too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See,
he was one of the directors for Sin City too.
Oh yeah, him and Robert Rodriguez. I think Robert Rodriguez had a hand in that.
Yeah.
Like again, they're pals. We should talk about Robert Rodriguez next week because he's because it's cool because they did the Grindhouse movies, right? And they had the fake previews in the middle, which that turned off and spawned off the movie Machete.
Yeah.
Now I say it like that because if I go to the store, I'll buy a machete. But if I'm talking about the movie, it's a machete.
It's a machete. Machete. He had his own song and everything.
Ah, damn, that was cool.
Had the theme song and everything.
That dude grabbed his guts, swung out of the second floor to the first floor by holding on to his intestines. I was like, give this Academy Award. I said, and I said, you know what? And this was years ago. And I said, this is probably going to be better than the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Streaming thing.
He said Disney one day is going to actually have a streaming service. They're going to put out an Obi-Wan.
This is probably going to be better than that.
That's bad. So bad. It's so bad.
Yeah.
So,
since we're talking about older movies, what do you guys think? I had a friend of mine mention, because I shared on Facebook the movie poster for the movie Alligator. You guys remember that flick, right?
Wow. When the kid flushes the alligator down the toilet?
Yeah, and it's in New York, and it gets big as shit.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And it just tears through.
How about we can do something separate? Like this will be our free-for-all Sundays, right? But then we'll pick a day of the week where we, all three of us, do our homework, watch an 80s movie or something that we used to think was awesome, right? And then just review it.
Alligator scared the shit. Well, because we used to travel to Florida and there were alligators there, so I always remembered that movie. So it was just like, no, not.
You laughed when you guys came down to Florida because I grew up in Florida with the goddamn canal in front of my house.
We went canoeing. So we went canoeing in a canal. The park rangers was like, yeah, you guys need to get out because there's alligators there. And my dad and my grandpa were like, oops.
Yeah, you got to be. You know, it's crazy. When I was a kid, alligators were endangered.
Yeah,
they're off the endangered species list now.
Really?
Yeah, they're off the endangered species list. Like if there's a pond or body of water in Florida or Georgia, 9 times out of 10 there's a goddamn alligator in it.
Yep, they're everywhere. Nukem High, trauma. You gotta like trauma.
Oh my goodness.
Trauma.
They're gonna redo the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah. I don't think they should.
Yeah.
It's
one of those B movies that you need to leave alone.
What do you mean leave it alone?
Yeah, because I mean, I think that watching it is that nostalgia aspect when you watch it. It's like watching Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I don't want somebody to redo Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I mean, it's one of those B movies that just has the nostalgia, and you want to giggle at it, watch it, laugh. You know.
Do you remember the cartoon?
Redoing it.
The cartoon.
Oh, God. They did a cartoon. That's true. They did a cartoon for it. Oh.
Those trauma movies are freaking awesome, man. I love. Yeah. They're so bad, they're good.
Yeah.
What was it? Return the Living Dead 3. We used to watch that in college, where like they call like the pet store and a zombie answers. It's like brains, and then they start eating all the animals there.
They did the first year. I think you're thinking of the second one because they did. They had,
I don't remember which one.
It's the one where they're in the hospital and they're like, "Bring more brains."
Yeah, I don't remember which one it was, but it was so bad that it was hilarious. Yeah, Time Bandits. If they touch Time Bandits, that'll be.
Leave it alone.
That was like one of the most unpolitically correct because you have a bunch of whatever midgets, little people like running around like stealing. I mean, it was awesome.
I think it was great. It's that Time Bandits is underrated.
I agree. It was completely. I'm trying. I did watch Ice Pirates like 2 weeks ago, and that was.
Oh gosh. I just forgot all about that movie. I forgot all about that movie.
I would remake that movie 100%, but it would have to be a freaking like a good director, like what's his name from Family Guy? This dude Orville.
Oh, yeah.
Seth
MacFarlane. Seth MacFarlane.
Somebody like that to remake Ice Pirates, because that just needs a touch of like new stuff, you know.
Yeah, you need somebody that has an imagination.
A movie that's got space herpes in it, it's already good, man. I'm like, all right, you told me.
What about I think the writers, the guys who did I forget who the Lego movie, like they're comedic, like in the writers of Deadpool, like make all of them, bring them all together.
Yeah. Well, you got to just make that movie and keep it out of the hands of the big companies, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm hearing, I've read some articles from IGN and some other sources, and I know, but you got to stay up on what's going on and what's being said. And I'm hearing things about the new Deadpool that's coming out, and and how.
I hate you, Modi.
They're starting to mess with Deadpool and the rated R, the R rating of Deadpool, and
well, don't piss me off, man. Come on.
I said don't close out, close you out, have you mad.
Look, if Disney, don't read this next chat. Do not read this next chat.
I was laughing at it.
No, Disney's owned companies before. Oh, Jesus Christ! Snyderverse. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Look,
Let's move on.
Disney's run into directing rated R movies before, but they just have to put it under a new banner.
Yeah,
like they still own Fox, right? But we know they own Fox, but you're not going to see Disney up front. You're not going to see the Tinkerbell come out, go rated R.
But you know, Deadpool's going to do something about that.
He has to.
Oh, speaking of fucking Disney, did you guys watch the Pinocchio teaser yet?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Hey, all I gotta say is the God Fairy has got the same haircut as you do.
What? Okay.
I'm muting now.
Okay.
It was bad. It's another. Oh my god.
Yeah, you have to see that trailer because wow.
And this is what, Pinocchio?
Yeah, Tom Hanks is playing Geppetto.
All right, we'll have to check that out.
Share screen right now. Share the screen.
No, I'm not sharing screen.
Do it. You want a good laugh before we log off? Look up Godmother. Was it a God Fairy? Godmother? God Fairy? What was it? In the new Pinocchio. It's wonderful. So I'm still gonna watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I love me some old school Disney stories. Like I'll still watch Snow White or Seven Dwarfs. I'll still watch freaking Pinocchio. Just the whole whale scene is my favorite. And then when he turned into a donkey smoking a cigar. Remember, drugs are bad, card. Did you find it?
Oh Lord.
Share it.
See where did I see? Oh no.
Share it.
Oh no.
I'll post it on our Facebook or on our Twitter page.
Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Disney. Thank you so much.
Something we were really excited about.
Nobody's
but that's
for
the
this.
lady from. Isn't that the lady from
I don't know.
Harriet?
I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know. I think
That'll be your.
And then I got somebody texting me at the same time now. That's the lady from.
I'm gonna use that as your contact picture now. I might change your name from Quitter to that fairy godmother.
Oh, we're gonna
Moving on.
We're gonna get canceled.
He's gonna report it.
Yeah, we're gonna get canceled. All right.
Look, hey YouTube, let us get some more views before you. Oh my goodness.
We're sitting at 65 subscribers.
Thank you, Disney. It went up too.
Yeah, we're up.
So we're 65. Yesterday, we're getting there. Tens and tens of views, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's a good one, man. We almost had 2 hours. Well,
yeah, we need to get it. We need to get 100. That's what we're trying to aim for. I think it'll blow up when we hit 100.
Should we make T-shirts?
Yes, we will do that.
I'm gonna get my buddy's son who drew our design. If you guys see it over there, but I think we're gonna go T-shirts with Ra on there as bringing Pinocchio to life because they got the same haircut. What do you think? That would sell. You can have like sparklies coming off your beard.
Yeah.
You give him a lifesaver too, so he can,
Starlight, Starbright.
Because I'd be the guy chopping Pinocchio in half.
First gray ass goatee.
He is wood, so calm down if anybody's upset with that comment. He is wood, so he'll be all right.
Wow, you sound like Anthony Jeselnik now.
He's wood.
He is. He's made of wood.
What do you think? Do you think they're going to stick true to the story though? Because are you going to see him turn into a donkey? Are you gonna see him inside freaking whale? And
I don't know, because I thought that the story of them. I don't know. I mean, I'm a big fan of looking at. It's a guy on YouTube named John
Three Grey
Solo.
Nerds.
Yeah, I love us on there, but it's a guy named John Solo, and I'm probably shouting him out, and hopefully he can do the same for us. And you need to stop. And the thing is, he does a bit where he actually tells the origin of certain stories, and I like that. I like the fact that you can look at certain things. You find out a lot of these stories have very dark past. They are not nowhere near the happy ending story that we look at and we're used to.
You're just now learning that?
Well, honestly, in some things I didn't really care, but number two, some things, I didn't know. I didn't know the actual origin of some of these stories.
Well, Pinocchio is pretty dark. I mean, if you think about it, like those kids got kidnapped, they went and had some beers and smoking some stogies, and they all turned into donkeys, and then they throw them basically into Pinocchio slavery.
Yeah,
they might cut that out because that's trafficking. Like they're making a point. It's trafficking.
It's rugged. Yeah, it's basically don't be a bad boy. Be a good boy.
We took from it. That's what we took from it.
That's what I took from it.
Don't drink, don't smoke, and don't run away from home.
Yeah, stay away from them people that was on the corner of the bodega from my house.
I didn't run away from home, but I joined the Navy and I drank and smoked. And I'm not a donkey, Disney. I may be a jackass sometimes, but I'm not a donkey.
You beat me to it. I was going to say that.
I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to serve you up a softball, man. That's too easy. No.
It's too easy. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad.
Oh man, But I hopefully they'll keep the whale scene in there because I always thought I was fascinated by it.
Smoking the whale out.
Yeah. So here's another one, dude. If
it's the fairy godmother, the girl from Farscape.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, what about here's another one that I think that Disney has. I think it's on Disney Plus. Darby O'Gill and the Little People. It's one of Sean Connery's first movies. You guys ever see that one? I wish I was a boy. Oh, it didn't work. Darby O'Gill and the Little People. If you haven't heard of it, look it up. Classic movie. There's some movies that can be remade. Some movies that shouldn't be touched. I think Disney redoing Mulan and Lion King,
they're extending Willow.
I think Willow's a continuation.
Yeah, that's the same extending one.
I don't think they're remaking Willow because they got Warwick in it.
Yeah, I'm saying
I love Warwick,
I mean.
man. Yeah, that might be interesting.
Nervous.
We're gonna watch it, so you guys don't have to.
Nervous.
Look, I'm gonna watch it because Warwick is cool. Because that guy has probably lived the life that we want to live when we were kids. Because he's our age, probably a little bit younger, and he got to play Wicket, one of the popular Ewoks. And he's been in every single Star Wars movie since then.
Really?
Yes. Fact. He's been in every. You'll see him. Like when they were doing the pod racing scene, he played a couple roles in there. One, you can see him as Wicket, like he's like out of costume, and then he played one of the young kids.
So, guess who's the producer? Guess who's the producer of Willow, the TV series?
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Who's the producer?
Uh-oh.
KK.
Yep.
But it has Ron Howard, Brian Grazer, Jonathan Kazan, who is good, and then it has our favorite person.
Nervous.
Yeah.
It could be good. They said they're going to bring Val Kilmer in it, and I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah, how you going to bring Val Kilmer in it?
Have a picture of him.
Put a deep fake in there.
Yeah, but Ron Howard's coming back because Ron Howard directed the original one.
Yeah, so that might be positive there. They could cancel each other out.
Let's see, let me look up Warwick. He was actually he played the Leprechaun too. Remember the one of Jennifer Aniston's first movie, 1993, The Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Yep, that's actually when Jennifer Aniston and I started having a relationship. She didn't know about it.
She didn't know about it.
All right, so Warwick was in Return of the Jedi. Obviously, he was in the Ewok Adventures, the Ewoks for Battle of Endor.
Can we forget
Labyrinth?
Some of
He played
Ewoks?
He was in Labyrinth. He played one of the goblins. He was in Star Tours. He was in Willow. Let's see, what's the other Star Wars? The Leprechaun. He was in all the Leprechaun movies. Mm-hmm. He was Wallet in the pod racing spectator on Mos Espa in episode 1.
Really?
He was also
Did
Where's
not
that?
know that.
God, he
Did not know that.
Oh, he was Marvin in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I like that movie.
Never
Plus, I
forget
like
to
Mos
tell.
Def, so that adds to it.
Yeah, he's cool. I like that movie and Be Kind, Rewind, the movie he did with Jack Black about trying to save his grandpa's video place. That's such a freaking cute movie. Like it's not the best movie in the world, but it's still fun.
Is it in the Harry Potters?
Yeah, he was in Harry Potters. He was in The Force Awakens. He was in all Star Wars movies. Like, but tell me, what a goddamn lucky role to pull. And then even after George Lucas sells it, they still want you to come back and play, just have a cameo, just be in it because you're goddamn Warwick.
I can dig it. It.
Well,
Well,
awesome.
dudes,
This is fun.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and give our closing arguments. I know one thing is what's coming up. Jurassic Park.
Friday.
Yeah.
You already got tickets?
Not
You gonna sit
yet.
that one out?
I'm going to it. I'll be traveling on Saturday, so I gotta see it on Friday. Thursday night, maybe. Do you want me to ruin it for you? Because I might be pissed off about Obi-Wan on Wednesday. So just so everyone knows, I watched it before the other two, and I was just like, I hate you both because I just finished this. I didn't call Modi to cry about it, which I normally do, but I figure he and I'll probably be talking later this week. But
Friday, I'm definitely seeing Jurassic Park because you guys know I love dinosaurs, and then Saturday is the Wrestle Convention in Jacksonville.
Oh,
yep,
really?
So I'm gonna try to get some footage for our page, and there is some outstanding wrestlers there. Let's see, look it up here. River City WrestleCon.
As long as they're not wearing that, that's all I say.
I might be wearing that. So some of the folks that are going to be there is Bret Hart, Hardy Boys, Booker T, Diamond Dallas Page.
He's tall.
Bang.
He's tall.
Diamond Dallas Page?
Oh, yeah.
We'll see. Kevin Nash is tall. Kevin Nash will be there.
Yeah.
Jerry the King Lawler.
No.
Yep. Who else is going to be there? Oh, Sergeant Slaughter.
Really?
Sergeant Slaughter, Loudmouth Jimmy Hart, Barry Windham. Let's see who else. I did a lot of mid-level guys. Kevin Sullivan.
He need to stop.
I wish I was a boy. Yeah, Kevin Sullivan, man, fucking awesome. There's a lot of good people coming. So I'm trying to figure out who I already got a lot of autographs, as you guys see. Sergeant Slaughter's awesome because when I did get his autograph, I told you he choked me out. He says, "You're as tall as the Undertaker. I want to see if you still got it."
Put that chat up because Bill's gonna like that. Wheelchair parking for some of those names. But are you gonna go see the?
With Kevin Sullivan.
Are you gonna see the comeback of Woo?
It actually is gonna take place on the same day I'm having my 50th birthday party.
That'd be a great birthday.
You know what? People are like bashing, like he shouldn't do it. Look, do whatever you want, Rick. You're Ric Flair. Like if it's gonna make you happy, do it.
Yeah.
And you know what?
You don't have to wear that.
That is not style in the profile because I know what's keeping those gators down. that moose knuckle in the front.
Oh, I can have a bad day and just look at that picture.
That's what Tom Hanks should wear in the new Pinocchio movie. I wish he was a real boy.
They have like lederhosens. All you gotta do is put this little strap.
Oh, shit. Who was that?
Oh gosh.
Oh my god. You know what? That's missing some suspenders.
There you go.
I am from Bavaria. We like beer in Bavaria.
Oh God, man! Oh gosh!
Look at that guy. That's like
they're
Urkels. I already point out the fact that that's basically your T-ball coach on the right. Come on, Billy. Watch the bat meet the ball. Let's go. Big swing. Big swing.
Somebody said that was okay to wear. That's all I'm saying. Somebody said that is okay to wear. That's all. They looked at that.
Look at and then just
you searched for that. That's the part about this. You searched for that.
That came up in his algorithm.
It came up. I saw it.
It said based off previous searches. What are you searching for?
Yeah, what are you searching for? The uniforms. Oh wow. Well, hit like, subscribe.
We'll talk some more about that.
Stop sharing the goddamn picture.
Yeah. Let's hear our going out music then.
You're sitting in an electrical matrix of energy beyond belief, or most human conception. You'd be surprised to know how much knowledge and communication can be carried on its waves.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, God, I couldn't hear that. All right, honey, I'm going to go in the office. It's casual Friday. It's casual Friday.
I think I might have gotten mustard on my tie. Why is his pants so fucking tight in the front? His balls are definitely separated.
Oh, goodness gracious. God, I couldn't.
Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
You have a wonderful day.
They stopped the Queen's 100th birthday, right?
Oh, yeah. God bless her. Have a wonderful week. See you next week.